Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your second half of November general reading here. So in your meditation, very interesting, I heard the song, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, and I saw this little spider running around on a carpet, and then I saw someone vacuum it up into a vacuum bag, and then it grew inside of the vacuum bag so big that it exploded, and then I saw it mosey into like a home office type deal, sit down at a computer and start writing what felt like its life story, its life story. And then it's sauntering outside and growing bigger and bigger and bigger, climbing up into the roof of this house, and it was a full moon. And I just, under the light of this full moon, I saw it just like exhale, like, and I heard, at least I did it. I did it. I got it done. I did it. Really interesting. Let's start with spider energy, shall we? So spider energy equates, it's a bit of a hybrid, right? So it equates to the high priestess and the tarot, which is about, connecting with your intuition, seeing things clearly, accessing hidden truths and hidden belief systems and hidden sacred knowledge. It also equates a bit to like the 10 of Pentacles, which is about ancestry and the stories we weave, the stories that we tell ourselves, the stories that we inherited, and also the legacy that we leave behind. Spider medicine is very much about understanding that what you do, the actions that you take, reverberate in all directions of time and space. It's not just about you. As human beings, this can be very helpful to remember that in the big scheme of things, and I say this with love, and I say it with a bit of a helpful scientific slant, right? Where there's this concept, within science of like, you are not special, right? Spirituality, the other side of it says, yes, you are special. You are a special, unique being who is here for a specific purpose, and you're here to fulfill it. That is true. I believe that to be true 1000%, right? But I'm feeling that there's this other aspect of it that wants to come up for you that could be a relief for looking at it as, but really I'm just one person on a planet of, billions of people, right? So if I'm one person and I'm one cog in the machine, then it doesn't really matter if I try and fail. It doesn't really matter what happens as long as I gave it a go. As long as I give it a go, as long as I can look at myself at the end of my life and go, hey, you did that. Because I feel like the worst thing that could possibly happen in this context is having a dream deferred. And that image of being sucked up into the vacuum in like a domestic setting, right? It feels like what has been put on the back burner. What is your dream deferred? It's a bit of like a 7 of Cups energy, where it's like, what have you not gotten around to, or thought, I'm scared to try it, or I'm scared to give more time to it, or I'm scared to set boundaries and limits here so that I can take more time to do this. But it's interesting because spiders also represent writers as well, which, sitting down at the computer writing, and then I did it. I feel like there's an aspect of you that is coming up around, I feel like there's something that's asking for your attention and going, if you were to, we got to get dramatic for the sake of the example. If you were to die tomorrow, what would you regret not having done before you left the earth? And this is not about like, I would regret leaving my son behind. I would regret, what the last thing I said to this person. It's about what would you regret not having done in terms of your own personal legacy, right? Would you regret not having written that book? Would you regret not starting that business? Would you regret not investing more in your business? Would you regret not taking a chance on this opportunity? Would you regret not giving more time to your soul passion and purpose and making it all about your family all the time? Because I saw the domestic aspect of it as well. It feels a bit like, if anyone is familiar with the musical Working, it's a musical from the 1970s. There is a song in that called Just a Housewife. I won't sing it, but it's like, all I am is just a housewife, nothing special, nothing great. There is something in that, but I feel like let's turn it for you. And we're not taking this literally, of course, but I would say let's switch that and look at it through a positive lens of nothing special, nothing great. Well, actually, what it really is yes, you do have a unique mission here on earth. You do have a unique soul purpose. And the worst thing that could possibly happen is you not giving it a go. Does that make sense? The worst thing that could happen is not you trying and failing. The worst thing that could happen is you leaving this earth plane without ever having given it a full go. Does that make sense? That spider was happy just from putting those words on the page, right? Something in that for you. Let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Libras, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the second half of November. Animal energy for second half of November. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, let's talk. We got the otter here. By the way, you are the last in this round of readings and no one else has gotten the otter, and there's been a bunch of repeats today. Thank you very much. So back to that idea of you are special in this world. So otter, beautiful water energy. So this equates to that of the Six of Cups, which is so nice for you because when we're talking about dreams deferred, right? We're talking about, we can look at this from the aspect of, that Six of Cups childhood energy, right? Of what would I do if time and money were no object? What would I do if I believed that I could succeed at anything I put my mind to, right? The otter asks, what do you do when you look up and hours have just flown by? That is a big clue as to your soul's purpose, right? What you're here to do, what is going to fulfill you, right? This is the antidote to a dream deferred. If you can really link in with this otter energy that is showing up for you, you will find that not only are you connected to what you really desire in your heart and dreams to try and do, but you're also having access to feeling like a kid again in the best ways. Because if you think about it, kids, right? At least as kids should be, the kids who are, have a safe enough environment to dream this, to think that anything's possible. Anything's possible. Kids don't limit themselves like adults do. It's only when the world gets their hands on them and they're like, oh, well, now I've been hurt, so I don't love as easily. Well, now I've been rejected, so I don't go for everything that I want. But this is asking you to step into that childlike energy, right? Again, the worst thing that can happen is not trying and failing. The worst thing that can happen is you never trying at all, right? Let's see what's going on. Oh, stunning. More water energy. King of Cups. So this speaks of emotional equilibrium, balance, but I'm also getting for you as well is that you have the ability, like with these dolphins off in the background, the Ace of Cups / Six of Cups energy, back to the otter. With this energy with the King of Cups, there's an aspect of being able to reconcile your feelings and what your heart desires from a place of healthy perspective. Right? So it's not Queen of Cups. You're not feeling overwhelmed and taken out by the tides. You're able to really sit in your core center and go, okay, let's be pragmatic about these feelings and these desires that are going on within me. How can I make my dream happen? And again, it's not about being successful in the conventional sense. It's about how can I give myself enough time and space and permission to do what I truly desire to do, without any expectation of what's going to come as a result, without worrying about any kind of next steps, right? It's really, really lovely. I love that you're getting all this water energy, Libra. I love it. Really? Wheel of the Year, Wheel of Fortune. How stunning is this? This is the wheel turning in your favor and great things coming your way, but it's really fascinating because I feel like if I'm looking at these spokes, right, things can get caught in the spokes as things are moving forward. And it's interesting here because this calls to mind that of balance when we look at the Wheel of the Year. I feel like that image of the vacuum cleaner, like sucking up the spider. What is taking a little bit too much of your time and attention at the detriment or to the detriment of things that are really important to you as an individual? Okay. Also, when we're looking at the Wheel of the Year as well, because things want to come through for you, right? But it's like there's a time and so I feel like some of it's getting sucked up in the vacuum, right? When we look at the Wheel of the Year, we can think about how we can be mirrors to what is going on in our natural world so that we can get the most out of the season. For example, where we are now in the Northern Hemisphere is we are in the last dregs of autumn. We are going towards winter solstice next month, right? So within that, what does that mean? It means like if we were to reflect nature, well, nature, the leaves are starting to fall to the ground. There's going to be a frost coming, depending on where you are, but go with me here. The trees are going to be bare. So what's that about? It's about going within, being still, engaging in some deep self-reflection before the wheel turns again towards spring and we start to waken up, get more lively. We start moving again like nature does at Imbolc, right? So I feel like there's something here about really engaging with the wheel of the year and this opportunity that it has for you during this time. We're going towards the end of the year. What better time is there to really let yourself have some fun and delight in the pastimes that really give you joy? Right? With this otter, Six of Cups, what do you do where you look up and the time has flown? Again, this doesn't have to be something that it's like, oh, well, this is like writing the next great American novel. And that's what I want to give more time to. And that's what, I really, is my joy is tied to. No, I'm not. Let's just like simplify it a little bit. But I feel like it can be something that's really just as simple as like, I want to give some time. I want to give some, time in the laboratory of my own mind and heart to this idea that I've had. So let me get into my playroom, right? And let me just sit with it. Let me do a Pinterest board. Let me fuel it with intention and focus and emotion and ideas, right? I had this idea, but I haven't had time to do anything. Let me go over here. Or I've joined this thing and I want to give more time to it, but I'm not sure, how to balance it. Let's give some time to it now. This is the perfect time of year to do so. Conversely, if you are in the southern hemisphere, you're going towards summer, and it does mirror it for a reason. Summer is also the time that is equated with slowing down and having a bit more, fun and relaxation time. So this is a perfect time to do this, Libra. Also, if you have children, or if you spend your time around children or have children that are close to you, you know that saying, from the mouth of babes? It is so true. I cannot tell you, I have a stepdaughter, and I cannot tell you the amount of times that this child has said things that are so profound without even meaning to. If you have kids, you're gonna know what I mean, or if you are around kids, you're gonna know what I speak. But I feel like there's going to be wisdom coming to you from the universe through the mouth of children around you, or through the mouth of children in general. This could even be a child that walks up to you in a restaurant and says something really profound, like, for just going on the example of the meditation, maybe a child walks up to you in a restaurant and goes, "Are you a writer?" And you're like, "No, but interesting that you asked that," right? Or something like that. Like, it just comes out of nowhere, but I feel like it's related to children, right? You could even be watching something on TV and a kid says something that is a synchronicity to something that happened the day before, right? So just keep an eye out. The thing with the otter energy and being in the present moment is so that you don't miss those synchronicities as well, right? Synchronicities are big information. Then you have the Tower. Here we go. So Tower, Scorpio energy. Now this is really interesting. I feel like, first of all, this is the universe being the great rearranger that it is, things falling down so they can be reconstructed. This is making more fear-based choices than love-based choices, and then the universe needing to rearrange. I feel like part of the hesitancy or the time not spent on really adhering to what's going on with you internally in terms of your dreams has to do with maybe a fear of change, or maybe disrupting the status quo in some way. But let's look at this from a bigger picture. We have the King of Cups giving some emotional equilibrium and time to what's going on within you, which your heart is asking you to give attention to through the lens of the Otter, which asks you to be in the present moment and view your situation through the lens of a child of infinite possibility, which in turn moves the Wheel of Fortune in your favor and starts to positively affect your fortune, your future, right? What lies ahead, which results in big change. You can understand why this might be a little scary. It's interesting because the Tower is not always negative. Like, it just means big change. So sometimes it, isn't very positive change, at least on the surface. But other times it is positive change, but it's coming through as the Tower because we as human beings don't like change, right? Maybe there's a fear about disrupting some sort of status quo or schedule or disappointing people, or what's going to come up if I start really looking within and giving time to this idea, and what's going to happen if I really give this time or attention or look within, and then I can't unknow what I come to know, or I can't you know, suddenly I'm not as happy with the way that things were because I realized that something is missing. Whatever this is. Whatever this is. But there is a big change and shift that wants to happen for you. You're being asked to access your emotions from a place of observance in order to get there, which is an air sign you are more than capable of doing. Connect to your feelings, but stay in your observer so you don't get swept away by the tide, okay? Let's get some advice. Oh, I love it. Your advice is the Two of Wands. I'm so obsessed with this. So this is, you know, actions that you do or don't take around the work that you love to do. That's the Wands, right? So I love this coming up for you in this context. Now, the Two of Wands is about getting the foundation together, dotting those I's, crossing those T's, and really making it so that you are ready when opportunity presents itself. Because the Three of Wands, what comes after this is when you've already got that foundation going, and then the universe goes, okay, they got it, they're ready. And then you manifest the person to help you get to the next step. Then you manifest the opportunity to grow. Then you manifest, you know, from that point. But you can't manifest if this Two of Wands is not in position. Think about the way that this goes. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a big burst of inspiration, creative spark, right? Then it goes to the Two of Wands. How do I take that creative spark and hone it? Get to the fine points and details of things so that it's a working structure and it's a viable passion and a viable dream, right? Then accomplishing that gets you to the Three of Wands, which is the next step, and so on and so forth, right? So you're being asked to really tend to that foundation. I like that they're shaking hands as well. This could even involve a partner or someone else or another group of people. Maybe this is a group thing coming together and going, okay, I want to take this place to the next level. Let's dream. Okay, I want to try my hand at this. You may be saying this to a partner. I'm going to try my hand at this. You know, if it goes badly, will you support me? Will you help me? If you know what I mean? And you're going, okay, I support you. But it's really taking that leap of faith and investing in yourself and in the limitless potential that's available to you, right? Because everything else is regrets, isn't it? Let's get it sounded a bit dramatic, but have we met? Let's get an oracle. Oracle for Libra. Stop it. Stop it, but don't you dare stop it. Look at this. You got the Diamond Dreamer. Hello, okay, I can't with you. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity. Hello. What were we talking about? Wheel of Fortune, big change, getting that foundation strong, trusting that the only terrible thing that could really happen is if you not giving whatever this is a go. The Diamond Dreamer, material wealth, true prosperity, number 6, just like the 6 of Cups. Whatever this is, whether this is a business, a partnership opportunity, something you want to do with and for yourself, something you're creating, an idea, whatever this is, you are hooked into something that is meant to be successful. So go for it. Remember that diamonds are created through pressure as well. So remember that Two of Wands energy that it's going to come up for you in the Tower. Trust that worthwhile things take effort, right? And you're never going to regret having given it a go. You will only regret not having given it a go. Whatever this is for you is meant to be very successful. I'm obsessed with this for you. Also, this Egyptian energy as well. 6 of Cups is about the past and nostalgia. It's also about past lives. And I'm getting with this Egypt energy here as well. This is something that's really aligned with your soul purpose. You are meant to be successful in this lifetime in a way that is, stemming from your soul purpose and something that you have a hand in creating. Stunning, Libra, stunning. I love this for you. With that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. Please let me know in the comments below. Also, a little bit of YouTube drama. YouTube, for some reason, is unsubscribing people from my channel who are not interacting with the videos, which means liking and commenting. So if you want to stay subscribed, please like this video and please leave a comment, even if it's just like a smiley face emoji, whatever kind of emoji you're feeling. It's really important if you want to stay subscribed. Hopefully this changes, but that's where we're at right now. So if you could meet me here and stay subscribed through liking and commenting, that would be brilliant. Thank you. Also, the wait list for my Be Your Own Intuitive membership course is now open. The link to join is in the description box below. And lastly, just thank you. Thank you so much, my beautiful Libran butterflies. Thank you so, so much for being here. And as always, and most of all, thank you so much for being you. And be well. Until next time.